Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with House of the Dragon. Last time on House of the Dragon, we had the Rogue Prince, where basically things weren't looking up for Rhaenyra, because despite being named the heir to the Iron Throne, not much has really changed in 6 months since she was named heir to the Iron Throne. She's still the king's cupbearer and stuff, and yeah, doesn't really get a lot of respect, and everybody doesn't really care about her. So yeah, what Viserys ended up doing was a bit of a half measure, and that's never a good thing. So yeah, so Rhaenyra's dealing with that, trying to prove herself to be the true heir to the Iron Throne. Meanwhile, Daemon stole a dragon egg and was going to marry his whore, as they put it, and it was also, the dragon egg was also the one that they were going to use in the crib of Prince Balon. So Viserys was all pissed about that, and he was going to go deal with it, but Otto was like, no, let me go deal with this instead. So Otto went, but Otto was not the one who ended up dealing with it. Excuse me. Rhaenyra was the one who dealt with it, because she rolled over with her dragon and was like, yo, come on, man. And then Daemon gave the dragon egg back. So yeah. And while yes, she wasn't supposed to do that, hey, she had the balls and she went and did it. So, and there wasn't any bloodshed, which was good. And yeah, Viserys was dealing with the fact that everybody wants him to remarry. Specifically, Lord Corlys? Lord Corlys, yes. And his cousin, Princess Rhaenys, wanted him to marry their daughter, who's 12 years old, and good on Viserys that he doesn't want to do that. That is really good. However, so instead of marrying the 12-year-old girl, he's going to be marrying the at least 15-year-old girl, because he's going to be marrying Lady Alicent instead. Which is great for her dad, for Otto Hightower, and we're also starting to think that Otto may have some ambitions of his own, and yeah, getting your daughter in there as Queen of the Seven Realms, the Seven Kingdoms, and the whole thing is called the Realm. Yes, I don't know how I'm mixing those up already. It's early in the morning, I don't know. Not that early, I guess, but whatever, it's about 10 o'clock, so... Anywho, yes, so yeah, Viserys is going to be marrying Alicent, much to the surprise of Rhaenyra. And where last we left, Lord Corlys was talking to Daemon about, hey, maybe you should go take on that creepy crab dude, that freaky crab guy, the Mako tsunami that's terrorizing my ships. And Daemon was like, alright. So, yeah. That was a long recap, but hey, that's what happens on these shows, is you get long recaps. So, let's see where we're going. I hear we're gonna be skipping some more time. I don't know if that starts today or next episode or what, but I know we're gonna be doing a lot of time skipping in this series, actually. So, let's just go ahead and see what's going on this episode of House of the Dragon. Here we go.
Fuck your whole mother and bastard father! No!
Go. They're just putting the crabs on him. Man, this crab feeder is freaking scary. But I love that his name is Crab Feeder. Oh. That's Daemon's dragon, isn't it? Yep. We know that sound.
Hear my prince. Save me!
Oh. Well, you know what? You were put out of your misery, at least. Oh! He got hit. It's okay, he has armor.
He has your hair, your grace.
He does have my hair.
He has your eyes, your grace.
Yes, he does. And you have my nose, don't you?
2 years old and already our boy has a kingly presence.
Oh.
He may yet, brother.
The matter of the stepstones is regrettably
Urgent. It's been 3 years.
Okay.
It can wait another 3 days.
3 years. 3 years, and in that time they had a son.
You may go, Samuel. You are to stay by order of the princess. The queen commands you to leave the Godswood at once.
Oh, damn.
Princess.
Yeah, queen outranks.
Your Grace.
Poor Rhaenyra. Someday I'm gonna learn how to spell Rhaenyra. Today is not that day.
Hail Edward the Conqueror Babe, second of his name. Here's to his grace on his second name day.
Aegon Targaryen, the second of his name. So now we know 1, 2, and 6. Wonder if this show will go long enough to give us 3, 4, and 5. Although we might have known number 5 already. Don't quote me on that.
The rock is thrice the height of the high tower in Old Town, taller still than the wall in the north. It's been said that if one were to stand in the tower, on a perfect day, one could see clear across the sunset sea.
That seems
It must be
strange.
quite something.
I don't have a dragon pit, of course, but I do have the means and resources to build one.
Why would you need a dragon pit?
Are you coming on to me?
To house dragons, of course. I'd do anything for my queen. Or lady wife.
Thank you for the wine.
This conversation is over. The flags are as red as that Lannister cape, man. Do not go to Lannisters!
Since you came of age, I've been slowly drowning in a lake of parchment flung from every corner of the realm. Marriage proposals, all. And I have tried, often, to discuss it with you. But you've refused me at every turn.
That is because I do not wish to get married.
Even I do not exist above tradition and duty, Rhaenyra.
Excuse me, Your Grace.
Guys, chill out if you're gonna do this.
Yes.
The Royal Huntsman has sent a report, Your Grace. There's been a sighting of a white hart. The stag is the king of the King's Wood, Your Grace, a regal portent for Prince Aegon's name day.
Jeez. She just Batmaned out of there. Follow her. Somebody follow her. Oh, thank goodness. Sir Cole is gonna make sure she's alright. So things have only gotten worse between Rhaenyra and Viserys.
Was I named heir to the Iron Throne, so that I might only further raise the standing of a Lord of Castle Rock?
Ah, I see their buds now.
You want me to kill him?
Oh, yay, she has a buddy.
We should return to camp, Princess.
Before the dragons ruled over Westeros, White Hart was the symbol of royalty in these lands.
And on this day of all days. I've never been one for signs of importance, Your Grace, but if the gods did wish to show their favor...
Yeah, show favor for your grandson, as opposed to his daughter.
Castle Rock is a splendid seat. Rhaenyra may take her place there by my side without shame, and feel herself well compensated for her loss in station.
What loss of station?
If you were to name young Aegon heir, Your Grace.
And when would I be doing that?
I had assumed, as he's your firstborn son,
Oh.
many of us had assumed...
Many of us, you say.
I
did
only-
not decide to name Rhaenyra my heir on a whim. All the lords of the kingdom would do well to remember that.
He's spiting everyone while also frustratingly dealing with Rhaenyra. Alright, Viserys. Stick to it, man. No more half measures, Viserys. He's also drunk, though. He is also definitely drunk.
What do you make of Lord Jason's proposal?
That man's pride has pride.
Meh.
There is another choice beyond Casterly Rock.
If you say...
Prince Aegon.
Oh. I mean...
The boy just turned 2, Otto. Yes.
but it would cease the endless proposals for Rhaenyra's heart.
On the one hand, bruh. On the other hand, this is the Targaryens we're talking about.
Well, this fucking politicking.
Poor Viserys. I like how his only question, though, was that Aegon is 2. Not that they are related through their father. Again, this is the Targaryens we're talking about.
It would seem to me the best match for Rhaenyra is the son of the sea snake, Seleno.
How old is he?
Some years
3?
ago, I counseled you to take his sister to wife. The breach between your houses has not narrowed since I last spoke of it. It would do much to assuage Lord Corlys of any slights, real or imagined.
Can you guys not talk to him in the morning? I mean, that didn't work for Robb Stark. Having somebody else marry for an alliance after rejecting. They just been chilling out here? Oh man, he took his armor off and everything.
Princess, I must make a final plea that we return to the camp.
I'd rather prefer it here.
His Grace
Well,
is
I tried.
worried by your absence.
Oh, what if it's the White Hart? Okay, he's getting ready. Just gotta turn the volume down. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Oh. That wasn't a jump scare. Whoop. No! No, no! Oh god, it's all slobbery. Aww. What the hell? Ah! Well, okay. Yeah, I think you got him. Was that the White Hart? What if this is a sign?
When Rhaenyra was a child, I saw it in a dream. A male babe, born to me, wearing the conqueror's crown. And I so wanted it to be true. To be a dreamer myself. I poured all my thought and will into it.
He's got a...
My obsession killed Rhaenyra's mother.
Viserys.
I thought Rhaenyra was the way out of my abyss of grief and regret. And naming her heir would begin to set things right.
Oh, it did.
I never imagined I would remarry. And I would have a son.
Oh, that's the White Hart.
He may not be white, Your Grace. I think he's a big lad.
Boy, what a hunt. All that red in her hair. Oh, is that the White Hart? Huh. The White Hart appeared to her. Damn, that was a fucking entrance right there.
When you bore the king a son, you ended 15 years of uncertainty and doubt. Aegon, like his namesake, was born to rule the Seven Kingdoms. If Viserys were to name him heir, the realm would fate him for it. Rhaenyra is a woman.
What of my son? Would you have me raise a man to steal his own sister's birthright?
It is Aegon that's being robbed. Aegon will be king. You must guide Viserys towards reason. He'll never find it on his own.
Yeah, Otto wants his grandson.
Lord Corlys and Prince Daemon are losing their war.
Badly, by all accounts.
This is a plea for aid.
If I now provide Daemon and Corlys succor, what will that say of their king?
Perhaps that he is a good man who loves his brother.
Well, if you truly believe that, my dear, then you possess a generous spirit.
What do you believe, Viserys?
That I am forever doomed to anger one person in the pleasing of another.
No.
Then I pose a simple
I feel like
question.
that's life, man.
Do you not think my decision correct?
It is no consequence to what I think, as I'm often reminded.
Daemon is thorn enough in my flesh.
Will
you insist on taking after him?
That's a good point.
Must everything be a battle?
If it was for advantage, you would have wed Lena Velaryon.
Oh, damn. Damn.
That is true enough.
Touche.
Strengthen your own claim. Shore up your succession. Multiply. As to your match.
Have your own heir.
Make it yourself. Search him out. Find one that pleases you.
Oh my god.
As I did.
Oh. Don't be Sir Kristen. Just have him be your bro. But he wants to keep you as heir.
Rhaenyra.
Can't you hug the man?
You will not be supplanted.
Prince Daemon, I bring word from His Grace Viserys Targaryen. First of his name, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men.
Titles.
Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
Oh. I was gonna say, is Daemon even gonna have a line? Yeah, he doesn't want Viserys' help. So he's going in alone. That was the plan. He's looking for a dragon. Make sure this isn't the trap. This guy's freaky. Ah! Oh, he had another sword! Oh my gosh. He's just dodging so many arrows. Man, none of those arrows are hitting him. Oh, there's a hit. There's 2 hits. No, that's 3. Okay. Oh. Oh, you just dragged your armies out. Oh! Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. That's not his dragon, is it? Oh! That's somebody else's stealthy dragon. Daemon's going for the final boss. Oh. He already killed him. Sea smoke. Ooh. Okay, so that's it for the crab feeder then. Oh my god, there's like no white in his hair anymore. Oh, is that it? Well, we'll cut her there. Woo! Alrighty. Oh, okay. That one was a little longer than last time, but that's alright. That's alright. Alright. I guess that's it for the crab feeder. Man, we didn't know anything about this guy. Like, this dude just shows up, is creepy, and is just, oh, he's dead. He's dead. Apparently he's not a good enough fight, you know? That fight was too hot for TV, apparently, so they didn't show it. Oh, well. Man. Alright. Man, who is that? Who is the guy on the dragon? So the dragon is Sea Smoke, but who is that guy? Was he just a guy? You know, I don't even know. He had white hair, but then so do the Valerians, you know? So I don't even know if he's Targaryen or not. Oh no. I don't know. But that's not Daemon's dragon. Craxus or whatever. Oh boy. Well, that was that was fun. That was fun. I mean, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, obviously the last two episodes weren't fun, but I don't know, there's just like an awkward family get-together, you know? Except, by family, I mean, like, all the lords of Westeros, you know? Or, most of them. Jason Lannister, you know? We didn't really see too many others, but... So, that, things have only gotten worse between Viserys and Rhaenyra. It's 3 years later, and in that time... See, this is an interesting thing with this show, is the time skips. Like, we're honestly not seeing... Like, who knows how much time is going to be skipped by next episode, you know? Like, maybe next episode, Rhaenyra will be married. I don't even know. But it's interesting that, you know, after the revelation last episode that, oh, Viserys is going to be marrying Alicent, and it's like, oh my gosh, well, what is that going to do, you know, to her and Rhaenyra's relationship? You know, they're like best friends, you know? They're best friends, and now, you know, she's going to be her stepmother and everything, and she's going to be the queen, and it's just so strange. And then it's like, alright, cool, 3 years have passed, and this whole thing, like, we went on this whole giant thing of how Viserys has never had a son. He's tried and tried and tried and tried, but he can never have... And the one time it looks like he may have had a son, it dies immediately. He dies immediately. Prince Balon. Which, I want to talk about that in a sec. But all of that, this whole big thing that Viserys has never had a son. He had a son. He had a son off screen. It's cool. It's cool. There was nothing, like, no dramatic build up to it or anything. He had a son. It's alright. He had a son. Aegon Targaryen, second of his name. Future, possibly, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men. You know, by the way, can I just mention that real quick? Because there's a compilation on YouTube of... It's Game of Thrones, but it's just people saying titles. It's one of the funniest things alive watching, and especially when you get to every time Daenerys is introduced, it's one of the funniest friggin' things. But watching that, it's so strange that, like, most of the time they leave out the Rhoynar. Like... And now, I think that, like, at the very least they said it here. I don't know if they've said that... I don't remember if Viserys said that when he was, you know, naming Rhaenyra. But that's it. It's supposed to be, for instance, Viserys. King Viserys Targaryen, the first of his name, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. But going through, like, a lot of the times when they say the titles in Game of Thrones, they just sort of leave out the Rhoynar, which is kind of weird. So I don't know. Like, is there an explanation for that, or did they... I mean, King of the Andals and the First Men kind of flows a little bit better than King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men, you know? So, I don't know. It's just interesting that they did that. Minor point, I just wanted to bring that up. Anyway, but yeah. He just has a son. It's okay. Aegon Targaryen, the second Targaryen known as Aegon. So, named for Aegon the Conqueror. And yeah, he will... I mean, he certainly won't be the last Aegon Targaryen, because there are at least 4 more. 3 of them we don't truly know. One of them we do know. I guess I won't say it in case there's some people watching this who haven't seen Game of Thrones. Although I've been talking about Daenerys up the wazoo, so I don't know. I feel like if you're watching this, you've probably watched Game of Thrones. So I don't know. And if you're watching this but you haven't seen Game of Thrones, I doubt you're watching reactions, because most reactions have seen Game of Thrones. I've seen Game of Thrones. I did an entire reaction series to it here on YouTube, so go check those out if you haven't. They were fun. They're pretty old, actually. I started that in 2018, so they're some of my older reactions, but they check out, you know. But yeah. Wow, I'm out of drink. That's not good at the beginning of the discussion. Anyway. But going on the assumption that everyone here watching this has seen Game of Thrones through to the end, we all know Jon Snow is actually Aegon Targaryen, the 6th of his name. Now, one thing I did think about is, and again, this is a minor point, is I wonder, because Rhaegar did have another son named Aegon, didn't he? With, Elia Martell? Yeah, that was her name. So, I'm curious if that counts, if he's number 5. I don't know. Y'all can say or not. I don't know. It doesn't have any bearing on this story, because here we have Aegon Targaryen, 6th of his name, possible future king of the Andals, the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. However, it's only possible future king of the Andals, the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and the Protector of the Realm, because before he can be all of those things, right now, Viserys Targaryen, the first of his name, king of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm, is currently sticking with the princess becoming Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen, the first of her name, Queen of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Lady of the Second Kingdom, I guess, and Protector of the Realm. Wait, I said second. I meant 7 kingdoms. You get what I mean. So yeah, will Aegon ever become King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm? Or is Viserys, the first of his name, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm, going to stick with Rhaenyra being Queen of the Andals and the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lady of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm? I'll stop this bit soon. It's just kind of funny to me. It's not funny, is it? It's not funny. Sometimes you do that. You just start a bit live on camera and you just hope to God that it's funny. I bet you it's not. So yeah, Aegon. So yeah, and it's an interesting thing that we do have these time skips, because I don't think we really had that in Game of Thrones. Like, I mean, time progressed, definitely. Time definitely progressed. But it was never like this, where it's just like, and 3 years later, moving on, you know? So that's pretty crazy that it's like, after everything, all the build-up and everything is just like, all right, and they're married, and they have a boy and another kid on the way. It's like, well, all right then. All right, cool. But yeah, so yeah, a lot of interesting stuff, and I guess to sort of group it together, I guess we'll talk Rhaenyra first. Rhaenyra and the troubles of the duty of getting married. Boy, I'm really thinking she may go for Sir Criston Cole, because he's a good boy, you know? But that's not going to get anything, you know? There's no, like, alliance for the Coles, you know? Like, he's not going to get anything out. She's not going to get anything from that, so... But I could see her doing it. I don't know. I like, at the very least... Because it's very clear. In the 3 years since last episode, Rhaenyra and Alicent are not friends anymore. Like, their relationship died. Like, it is completely gone. And now... But the good thing, I'm glad of this, is that she does have a friend still. She has Sir Criston Cole. He is always there for her, you know? He's the one that she can talk to, you know? And I'm glad of that, you know? And this is, you know, this is the Kingsguard she chose, you know? So I like that she still has a buddy, you know? And I like immediately when he sees her going for a horse, he's like, uh-oh, I better go follow her, you know? So yeah, that, I really like that. But yeah, Rhaenyra has the troubles of marrying, and I mean, like, look, we know the problems with Lannisters, you know? Although, problems with Lannisters, I mean, I don't know, this is, you know, 200 years before Game of Thrones. I don't even know if it's problem with Lannisters or problems with the Lannisters we had, you know? Because, yeah, we had Tywin, who was, you know, this, you know, crazy, I mean, brilliant chess player, but also just a horrible person. Cersei and Jaime, they were something else. Tyrion, we all like Tyrion because, you know, because you're funny and you can make people laugh, you know? We all like Tyrion, but even still... we all like Tyrion because he's just kind of the best of them, but even still, you know? Even still, I would say. So yeah, when it's like, oh, well, you can marry Jason Lannister, like... I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. Also... is Casterly Rock that friggin' huge? Like, oh, it's taller than the wall. Like, really? The wall's like 300 feet or meters tall? I don't know. It's really tall. It's really friggin' tall. It's really friggin' tall and really friggin' strong. They had to use an undead dragon to burst through it, you know? So, I don't know. But either way... yeah, just, and the whole thing of, like, why would you need a dragon pit? And it's like, oh, well, if somebody had dragons, you know, like, my wife. And immediately she's like, alright, I'm out. Nope. Just nope, just get out of there. And yeah, that causes trouble between her and Viserys. They had a bit of a feud in the public, which isn't good. And then the whole thing of, you know, oh, well, everybody's got their opinions. Everybody's got their opinions, and Viserys, he was drunk, but at the same time, he's so tired of men and their opinions, you know? Like, Viserys, I mean, it's an interesting thing. Yeah, we all, you know, from the beginning, we're like, okay, this dude's not a good king. He is not a good king. He's a good man, but he's probably not a good king. But honestly, I really like that. I like seeing how he deals with that, you know? Because, yeah, we've had kings that, you know, don't take crap from anyone. We had Robert Baratheon, Stannis. Oh my god, Stannis. I was watching a compilation of Stannis moments. God, he was crazy. So, whatever. But yeah, so we had great kings like that. And then we had Tommen. And Tommen was a good boy. Better than Joffrey, we will admit, but Tommen was a pushover, you know? And to an extent, Viserys is like that too. He's just not a little boy, he's an older man. Probably, I'm gonna guess, in his 50s or so. So yeah, but I think that's really interesting to see, because unlike Tommen, who was just a little boy, he's just sort of going with everything like, oh, well, I don't know, the really nice pretty lady, you know, Natalie Dormer tells me to do something, I should do it, she's pretty, I don't know. Viserys is looking around, you know, and only now with all the troubles that's happened because of Daemon, he's starting to look around and like, oh, you fuckers, you're trying to fucking control me. But I don't know what the fuck to do. He's looking around like, I don't know what to do, honestly, because he's like, I've trusted you all. You've all made my reign peaceful and easy. But now I have to deal with all of your garbage, and I don't know if I can deal with all of your garbage, you know? But yeah, but everybody's got an opinion, and then Otto friggin' Otto, because Otto, he wants his grandson. He wants his grandson to be king, because of course he does, you know? Of course he does. I mean, it's a very Tywin Lannister approach, you know? Where Tywin, although I'm sure he preferred Tommen to Joffrey, but hey, that's your grandson, and you can control him, you know? You can control him, and that's definitely what he's looking at. He's like, look, I could have a king, you know? He definitely doesn't want Rhaenyra to be queen, because he wants that control, you know? And even, you know, to try to satiate everybody, he's thinking, hey, well, what if she marries Aegon? And, interesting thing, because, you know, this is television. And the last time we had incest in this universe was, you know, Cersei and Jaime. And it was in such a way that everybody just sort of looked around at each other and was like, what the fuck? And for 8 seasons, everybody was just like, what the fuck? You know? But that is the backstory of the Targaryens. In the lore with the Targaryens, yeah, that's what they did. To, you know, to have their purity, you know, their blood purity and everything. And that's why even, you know, it's like, look, you know, Viserys, even if he married, you know, Laena from, which is Rhaenys' daughter, like, it's still, your blood is still kind of there, you know? And it's like, like, the nice thing about Alicent is she is her own, you know, nice, adorable thing, you know? She's not anyone of your friggin' family with your friggin' white hair and ridiculousness. But when it is brought up, hey, what if Rhaenyra marries Aegon, you know? The only question in Viserys' mind is, he's 2. Like, that's his only concern. Not that they are brother and sister by their father, by him. It's the fact that he's 2. And, you know, and I don't want that because, ew, even though the Targaryens do that, but I'm kind of glad that the show doesn't shy away from that at all, you know? They're not shying away. It's like, no, that's what the Targaryens do. Like, that is not a question on his mind. The question is just that, well, wait, Aegon's 2. How are they going to get married, you know? Like, you call me in, you know, let's call him up in 13 years, maybe, but, like, he's like, what are you talking about? He's 2. That's the only concern on Viserys' mind, you know? And I kind of like that they're not shying away from that, because, you know, especially with Rhaenyra and Viserys sort of being our main characters, our 2 leads, I really, like, I'm glad they don't shy away from that for, you know, like, I don't know, for just, like, the general audience, you know? Like, I feel like, you know, there would be people out there who would be like, what? Well, that's just ridiculous because they're brother and sister. And it's like, that's not the concern that Viserys has. It's that he's 2. So yeah. So, I mean, and I mean, it sucks. I still don't want that. I still don't want Rhaenyra to marry her, you know, toddler brother. But I'm glad they don't shy away from that, you know? They got the balls to do that, you know? Well, they also had the balls to have a man sleep with his aunt unknowingly. Ugh. It's just all sorts of wrong. Man, I miss Khal Drogo. Well, I was gonna say he was a good dude. Wasn't really a good dude, but Alright. So yeah. Problems. Definite problems. Also we had the hunt and the omen of the White Hart. It appeared before Rhaenyra, but did not appear to Viserys. And interesting with Aegon's name, that he had this vision of, you know, of a Targaryen with the Conqueror's name, you know? And he thought, like, oh, maybe this is a vision for me. But then he realized, oh, this will be a vision. This is for my son, you know? My son shall be the second Aegon Targaryen, you know? And he will lead the people and stuff. I find that interesting, considering when he had the chance to name his son with his first wife, they chose Balon. They did not choose Aegon, which is interesting. So yeah, like that is really interesting that he had this whole thing of, oh, my son, I will have a son, and he shall be Aegon. But then he had a son, and they said Balon. So, just sort of an interesting thing. Or maybe, you know, since the death of his wife, he's been thinking about that more and more and more, you know? Maybe. But yeah, that was really, really interesting. And I like that even through all of this, you know, where they're like, oh, well, you know, this is just how it's going to be, that, you know, Aegon will be, like, everybody's kind of looking at each other and then looking at Viserys and being like, you know, he is going to be the king, isn't he? And Viserys is kind of looking at all of them like, no, I named Rhaenyra my heir. Or did you all fall asleep during that? Like, don't... Like, he's literally looking at this like, I didn't do that just for nothing, you know? I didn't do that for nothing. She is my heir. And yeah, he even says, I will not supplant you, you know? Even though he did remarry, he had a son, you know, he's having another child, he's going to, you know, he's still... I mean, because it's like he said last episode, is that with the two of them, with only just being the two of them, their line, their lineage is, you know, it's vulnerable, you know? It's vulnerable. You need more heirs to make sure there's at least somebody to succeed the throne, you know? But that does not mean that he is going to replace the daughter he already has, you know? He will not replace the child he already has. He has named Rhaenyra heir to the Iron Throne. And everybody else can fucking deal with it. And they all need to get that through their goddamn skulls. So I like that. He is... I mean, again, and this is a guy who, you know... We know this is a guy who is... He's a pushover. He's just, you know, the sort of easygoing, peaceful king, you know? It's like, what was it Avatar Kuruk, who was just like, I was just sort of a go with the flow kind of avatar, you know? Oh god, I think I need to sneeze. No, it's gone now. Damn it. Oh, I hate that. But yeah, he was just, there were no troubles in his reign, and now everybody's like, well, with all these troubles happening, we can manipulate him, and he's looking at them, it's like, no, I don't care how much of a pushover I am. If there is one hill I am fucking dying on, I am dying on the hill that Rhaenyra will be queen. And when I die on that hill becomes hers, because that is where my Iron Throne is, you know? So I like that. I really like that. He's really trying. He's really trying. And that's making Viserys so interesting to me. So yeah, interesting stuff there. And then we had everything with Daemon, that, yeah, he obviously doesn't want his brother's help in this. He wants the glory, and he got it. He got it. They had a plan, and that friggin' plan worked. And yeah, he just sort of killed the crab feeder off screen, which I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to see, like, I don't know, this dude's so freaking creepy and scary, like, I wanted to see more of this guy, but no, he went into a cave, Daemon went after him, and then he sliced him in half and dragged his, you know, whatever remained of the top half of his body out. Like, alright, good job, Daemon. But who was that other guy? Who was that other guy on the friggin', on the dragon, on Sea Smoke, as it's called in the subtitles? I don't know, but still, really interesting, and hey, he did it. He did it. And I like how, you know, they're making up this whole thing of like, oh, well, I guess send in someone to drag the army out. And it's like, what man would be crazy enough to do that? Daemon. Daemon's crazy enough to do that, and sure enough he did. He heard the plan because he did not want Viserys coming in and helping at all, or taking all of the glory. So he's like, all right, that's your idea? Okay, we'll do that. We will do that. And it worked. It worked, and Daemon has defeated the crab feeder. So, yeah. So, at least, hey, it was something, at least. But, yeah. Very interesting. Good battle. And interesting politics and stuff. The Game of Thrones in this episode. So, where are we going next episode? I guess who knows, because it could be like 10 years later for all we know. Honestly, by the end of the season, we may actually get Aegon II being like a character. He may get old enough to be a character, So, yeah, I don't know, but we'll have to see. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist for all of my House of the Dragon reactions, as well as another playlist for all of my Game of Thrones reactions if you want to go check those out. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.